Girl, this is not going to be a gaming video, so we're going to sit and talk. But first, hello there, dolls and dollettes. Welcome to First All Sims. And I hate to be the one to say it, or at least finally admit it, but girl, I got a shopping addiction. I know I have a shopping addiction, and no one really talks about this, but I think it is a serious thing, just like when it's drugs or alcohol or any substance abuse. I have a huge shopping addiction. For some reason, I feel the need to just spend and just treat myself almost every single day. And I wanted to come in here and talk about it. And you guys are my safe place, and this is my channel. I do what the fuck I want. So sit back, relax, and let's hear me talk about money while I make money. I don't think I'm gonna get into the very specifics of like my account and like how much I spend, because let's just say your girl isn't the richest, but I have enough to the point where I like to spend good amounts of money. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna spend money on like huge designer things. No. I'm the type of person where I like to feel comfortable. I like to feel very privileged in a way. So I like to create that for myself, without realizing, girl, you are just not there yet. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but I really wanted to make this video to kind of feel safer in a way. To put it quite plainly, I spend almost $400 a week on just me, if not more, on me. I'm going to break it down into what I spend, how I save, how I plan on saving, and future things like that. So let's get right into it. I started this channel about it's going on 2 years. By February of 2025, it'll make 2 years since I started this YouTube channel. Did I expect her to blow up? Not at all. We are almost at 6,000 subscribers, and I couldn't be happier. I started getting a couple checks, not even from YouTube, but Patreon itself, and this is where it started, like when this started becoming a job for me, but like a fun job. Around March, April, so like the month after, like I started getting a lot of money from Patreon. Right? Like a lot, somewhere between a good 1,000. At the time, I was a senior in high school, and that type of money was a lot of money to be receiving a month from just sitting behind a camera and talking to you guys. That money would just go to food. But the thing was, I knew how to save that money because at the time I wasn't released yet into like New York City and seeing so much. That money was being saved. It wasn't until I started receiving checks from YouTube that my ass started to spiral out of control. I know of the lifestyle that I want to live, and I know there's other people out there that want to live that lifestyle where it's like you can feel comfortable purchasing so many things and not have to worry about your check, simmering down and, seeing your account decrease and decrease. I am not saying that I'm at that point where my account is decreasing. I am still very privileged and very grateful that I could still get paid from just sitting in front of a camera. I would say the point of destruction started when I started getting into the YouTube Creator Fund. Once I started getting into that and they started paying me and I got monetized, there was no looking back. YouTube pays me about, I would say, a good 300 to 500 a month. That's plus Patreon, and Patreon has fluctuated since then. We are almost in 2025, so let's just think about how much I'm making. I got a new job around April, so that's a whole other check. So imagine that, plus Patreon, plus YouTube to equal a huge sum of money. I also work in Manhattan. You look around, you see a bunch of shit everywhere. You see a bunch of stuff that you can buy. Food, obviously, who's not going to want to eat every single day? One of the main things, though, that I do spend a lot of my money on that I realize is taking a lot out of my account is Ubers. I Uber literally everywhere. I take the train. Of course I do. In New York City, you have to take the train. There's no way that you can't not take the train like somewhere. It's $2.90 to go take the train somewhere. Me, if I'm running late to work or anything like that, I will take an Uber. I feel like it is the easier way. I still feel that way. I'm not regretting that just from talking to you guys. I just want to be transparent as possible with you all. Why I say that I have a shopping addiction. I would find myself shopping a lot in the city at various places, whether it's Levi's, Zara, any antique store, any thrift store, anything I can get my hands on. For example, my glasses, obviously there's a necessity. These cost a lot of money. To keep up this face costs a lot of money. Walking on my lunch breaks or anything like that, I'm just buying something, whether it's food or just anything like that. I'm just buying something. And I always question myself and I'm like, well, what is the root of that? Like, why do you want to just spend when you can just not do it? I have this impulsive need. Like my mind, when I want something, I just go for it. I just hope that there's somebody out there that just feels the exact same way as I do, and I just want to learn how to really properly like say no. I think that's the best way to save your money, is to say no to certain things that you know that you're not going to care about the day after. Because I'm going to be quite honest, I get bored really easily. When it comes to fashion, rather, I never get bored of that. Any piece of clothing that I buy now, especially this year, has defined me in some way, and I always want to like rebrand and grow more. Y'all don't see me in my drip. For the girls that follow me on Instagram, oh, you see me. But I also do it for myself in a way. Like it's like a healing thing for me, because I always felt like my whole life I've kind of been, not showing many things, or like given my own freedom to just kind of like spend that money. So now that I have it, I just want to do it. And it's not, I always try to think about like, is there really like a need to do so? I kind of think so. If I want to treat myself, I shouldn't feel regretful of doing that. I'm only 19 years old. I'm going to be 20 in 2025. So it's like, have your fun now, but still be responsible. And I'm feeling like I'm getting to that point where I'm learning to be more responsible with my money. But at the same time, girl, she is going down. And I feel like nobody really talks about having this addiction to shopping, because when I see something that I like, boop, 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 buy. Boop, boop, boop. If it's for me, I'm gonna buy it. I feel like you should always treat yourself every single day, and I'm the type of person where I will do that. In terms of real spending habits, I would say I spend upwards of almost $80 to $100 just in a day. Food, that'll cost 20 something. An Uber to work, that's 30 something dollars. Another Uber back home, maybe. Sometimes I take the train. Clothes, if I buy in that day, it's already something. You think that it's little things, but that little amount of money adds up to so much more, and I just spend it. And I think I'm really making this video, yes, to like not even spread awareness, but like I need help. They realize like it's a real thing to have like this need to just shop and just spend your money. But I don't want to have to take my money away. I think it really comes from me, and like I need to learn to be, disciplined with myself, I guess. But I'm really hoping that there's people out there that feel the exact same way as I do. How I do plan to save my money and moving forward with my spending habits, now that I know that I have a couple sources of income, which I am so grateful for. You guys look at me and you're like, yeah, you like him. Now I'm going to get paid for it. I want to take at least one source of income that I do have and just take 100% of that, completely just save that. Whatever I get from another one, then I'll use that to spend. But other than that, it just becomes so difficult. Like it is really, really bad. If you guys see how many accounts I have of different like shopping websites, I just buy. It is clothes, and more clothes. So maybe I should just delete like Uber or something like that. Who knows? But I really, really hope other people feel like this exact same way. And there is so much more I could say regarding this topic, but that's really all for now. I just wanted to share my story, and if you guys have the similar story, please let me know in the comments below. But that being said, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Do you have a shopping addiction? Do you have a substance abuse addiction? There's a hotline that you can call, okay? If there's a shopping hotline out there, please let me know, because what? But I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me, choosing to click on this video and watch through. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye, doll.